What's the word? We back at it, family. Morals and Money family. We back with another one. You already know. It's your host, King Cash. And today I got a truth and gems. We gonna talk about a lot today. I got three different things to show y'all, three different things to talk about today. But it's mainly about, again, us as a people and us as a generation right now. You feel me? A lot of people always talk about like the generations is gonna get worse. The older people have said the generation after them got worse. The generation after them got worse. But when you really sit there and think about it, right? You gotta ask yourself, why is the next generation that's coming after you getting worse? It should be getting better. Nothing should really be getting worse if you're not like when they say, oh, if it worked, don't break it. You feel me? If it ain't broke, don't break it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something was broken and never got fixed for it to keep getting worse, right? Something was fucked up for it to keep getting fucked up. Somewhere along the line, things transpired to where motherfucking common sense just disappeared, right? Because older people, and when I say older people, I mean people in their 40s and 50s, look at us that are in our late 20s, our 30s, and especially me that's in my late 20s. I look at the younger generation like, yo, bro, what is going on out here, right? And it's in particular, when I say that, is one video that I put up on our page. I hope, please, like, follow, and subscribe. Please. Y'all been following and subscribing to YouTube, but please go to YouTube, go to Instagram, go to TikTok, like and follow and subscribe, man. You feel me? It's definitely the same thing that you watching right here is there, and probably some more little different, you feel me, information, because you feel me, we posting stuff every other day. Every day, actually, not even other day. Every day we posting shit. Every day is something substantial, something influential, something potent being posted. Go follow us, Morals and Money _ on the gram. You feel me? On the gram, TikTok, Spotify. We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. But I posted this one video, right? And it has been getting so much traction that it's crazy. And I feel like it's getting so much traction because it's something of this topic, right? It's what is the world coming to? And me, I just reacted to the video. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all can see what's going on and y'all could give y'all opinions, because a lot of people that have commented, a lot of people commented on the video saying, one, that they agree. So if they agree, if a lot of people is agreeing on this one thing, which is what is happening to us in the United States, right? What is happening to the world, period, to where people just don't give no fucks anymore. You feel me? Like I think the term YOLO started in probably like 2014, right? With Drake, right? Or whoever it was in the hip hop industry, right? Started the word YOLO, right? You only live for once. You only live once, right? And I feel like that it was cool for the time period, because everybody, YOLO, I'm doing what I want, YOLO. And that was everybody's motto, YOLO. But now it's like nobody is saying YOLO. Your actions scream YOLO, because nigga, you only live once, but you on some risk taking every other day. Like, what is going on? Like, the next generation is literally getting worse and worse, and they don't have no common sense, bro. I was reading this book in 2020, which opened my mind up to a lot of things. I feel like in the pandemic, my mind was open. I used to be narrow-minded before I started this podcast, before I started really trying to give my opinion, my perspective, my thoughts, and people actually listen and agree with them, right? Before I used to do that, I used to just regularly have conversations, and some people would agree, some people would say I'm too extreme with how I think about certain shit, right? But at the same time, is it really extreme, or is it you are too lenient? You feel me? You are too accepting of what's going on. You are too tolerant. Me, I'm not that tolerant. I'm not. I try not to be. I try not to let everything, because everything should not go under the rug, right? Everything should not be like, oh, it's whatever. It's whatever, but that shit was fucked up. That shit is wrong. I'm gonna say that shit was wrong. I'm not gonna do that shit. That's me. I might even tell you, yo, you're bugging the fuck out. If we have that type of rapport, if we have that type of relationship. Even if we don't, shit, I'm just that type of nigga in the street. Like, nah, this nigga, you're bugging the fuck out. If I'm on that type of time that day, you feel me? That's just me. It don't really matter your reaction. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You feel me? Real shit. And that's a YOLO type of thing, right? I only live once. If you got a reaction, then it is what it is. The Lord told me to tell you that you bugging the fuck out. I'm back with my tea, gang. I'm back with my tea. You already know. Drink your tea. Stop that coffee. I'm telling y'all, coffee is kind of bad for you. I mean, it's not even kinda. It's just bad, in my opinion. Doctors too, but fuck what the doctors say, right? But like I said, bro, a lot of things that are happening nowadays weren't tolerated back in the day. And people say, oh, that was back then. We need to get with the new. That was back then. We need to adapt. Is adapting, like real shit, question, is adapting to what's new always good? That's really, like, I ponder on that, especially with what the world is going to, right? Is accepting everything, right, that's being given to you, is it good? That's a thought, that's a question that everybody needs to ponder on. Is it good to just accept everything? I don't think so. Because what's for you may not be for me. The Most High Yahweh told me that I should not do everything that the world does. So the question lies that why? Because I don't do what you do, or I don't find that to be conducive for my life, or it's not productive, or it's not positive, or it's just out of bounds. That shit is just out of bounds. You find me to be weird, right? Or you find me to be not cool, or whatever this case may be. Like, people now, if you turn over a new leaf, if you doing something different, people now look at you in a different perspective. Like, oh, this thing is not part of us. Bro, why am I not a part of y'all? Because I don't want to do what you do? Matter of fact, you right. I'm not a part of y'all. Y'all on a different side, and I'm on this side. There's a line drawn, boundary there. Please do not cross my boundaries. Simple as that. But I'm gonna really show y'all what I'm talking about, right? Because like I said, a lot of people really agreed with this video. And the fact that they agreed with the video showed me that it's not just older people that think, oh, the generation now of 2020 or the generation of 2015, which was just kind of, well, not when I say the generation of 2015, I mean the kids that were still young in 2015. 2015, I was young, but I was in college, so you feel me? I was still fake in the adolescent mindset type shit. I wasn't where I am today in terms of how I think about certain things. I feel like I expounded on certain things because I have now more in-depth information about other things that pertain to my life and other things that pertain to our community, other things that affect us in the world. You feel me? I was really one of those, like I always say, I was really one of them ignorant niggas that didn't give a fuck if it wasn't at my front door, per se. You understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't at my front door, if it didn't affect me personally, I really didn't care. But at the same time, the shit does affect you. It just doesn't affect you to the point of where you think it's stressing you out. But at the same time, it is stressing you out because, nigga, money is going up and you're trying to make money. And when I say money is going up, like I said in the last episode, rent is going up. But is your pay rate going up? And like I said, please follow, because I put up the minimum wages of states versus New York City and New York State. Bro, a lot of states are still at $7.25 as the minimum wage. That's fucking crazy, bro. We're in 2023. New York City has been at 15 since 2015, 2016. That's like, and other states are still at $7.25. This is why people feel that moving out of New York is not as good as people make it seem, but the living conditions in other states are. Feel me? It's a toss-up. But like I said, we're gonna get into, like I said, what is the thought process of people that are sometimes my age, sometimes even a little younger, but definitely a little older. What is the thought process when we see things going on in the world right now? What's going on, bro? You really gotta ask yourself, what's going on? You got little brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews. If you're the oldest, if you're 30, and if you're 30, you really see what's going on if you're not a part of it. I don't even want to say the Matrix, but if you're not a part of it, if you understand, you feel me? You kind of paid attention in history class, you kind of paid attention, period. You don't got your blinders on. You're not trying to be in the mix as much. You'll agree with what I'm about to say. Well, with the video.
Everybody on fucking drugs. It's men and women on the internet arguing right now, talking about bad relationship advice. Smoking and drinking is the new fun. Nowadays,
he ain't lying. Smoking and drinking is the new fun. I mean, I think smoking and drinking always kind of been fun to older people, right? It kind of smoking and drinking always been that type of thing to do in the party atmosphere, or just like, oh, let's get loose and have fun. But is it really that fun? Because when we think of smoking and drinking now, people really be smoking other shit. People are really doing other shit, bro. They not just smoking weed. And even back then, they wasn't just smoking weed. So even when they talk about us, it'd be like, bro, y'all niggas was doing weed and crack together, and y'all called it woolies. Are you serious? I don't play it back because I don't even think it was really, y'all already heard it.
We losing too many people, everybody dying. Everybody on fucking drugs. It's men and women on the internet arguing right now, talking about bad relationship advice. Smoking and drinking is the new fun. Nowadays, people don't want to work. They'd rather be fucking lazy and have everything handed to them. And the people who do have jobs are being called broke by the people who don't have jobs. The rainbow flag.
Bro, people that have jobs is being called broke by people that don't have jobs. Ain't that about the shit? Real shit, though. People that be at home, niggas sell weed all day, niggas talk shit about niggas that go to work. Bro, we are doing something productive with our lives. We actually pay taxes. We are productive citizens of the United States of America. What are you? You just out here living. And then, again, it trickles down. So if we saying that the generations keep getting worse, how do we think the next generation is going to be?
Mafia is getting more notarized than ever before. Being a slut and a hoe is the new norm. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not a sex worker, I guess you lame now. People are more weird than ever before. If you don't do half the shit people do nowadays, you consider lame. You can't speak or stand up for yourself anymore. You can't have an opinion on things anymore. People are way sensitive than ever. And then on top of that, people rather socialize on the internet than rather socialize in person. What has this world come to?
This is what I'm saying. And I ain't gonna lie, he don't look older than me. I'm not 30. And then I was 19. I told y'all niggas be telling me I'm young. I was still looking scruffy, and not niggas said I look 19, 20 years old. How old do I look right now? Shit. But for somebody to say that and he don't look past 35, you really gotta sit there and wonder, shit. Niggas calling him a lame? You see how many people liked and comment on the video? Bro, it is something dramatically going wrong. And the reason why we say that is because look at the music that is being always promoted right now. And not to bash any of the rappers, I don't give a fuck about them. But listen to the lyrics that are being promoted on the radio, bro. If you don't have like your own people to go to as in music artists, and you listen to the radio, you driving, or you just throw the radio on, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was coming back one night and the radio was just on. 105.1 just on. Regular New York joint. You know how many female songs came on, but all the females said something about taking dick? I was so astonished. And Sexy Red makes it so much worse. But again, Meek Mill already came out and said that these companies pay them more or put more on their contract in advance to talk about these toxic things or negative things. And why I'm bringing this up is because Sexy Red is only probably about 24 years old, bro, or probably younger. So between Sexy Red, Ice Spice, who else? Cardi B, and then we're gonna go to the guys, to Little Yachty, to NBA Youngboy, to who else? Who raps like a crazy? I can't even tell you. I don't even know these guys. I don't even know them. I ain't even gonna lie. I listen to certain people, but I've never been the person to really let music super influence my brain, because I really had the discernment to decipher this person, and even back then they were saying that this person isn't like that, right? They had beef DVDs and this and that. Like, so with that being said, is okay, maybe this person isn't about what he's saying in his raps. And even if he is, I don't want to be just like this person. I just like the way he formulate words together and put sentences together, making similes and metaphors and double entendres and things like that. That's why I got into battle rap. People that actually know how to rap. People that actually know how to put sentences together. But you so at the same time, this person probably never even graduated high school. So you wondering like, damn, how they so nice with the this and that and knowing shit like that, like a motherfucker like T.I. expeditiously is his podcast, right? I don't think T.I. ever graduated high school. At first, the nigga got locked up and say he read the dictionary. Now you know a bunch of words to help his vocabulary, to help his raps. Nowadays, all you hear is the same 3 lines from a rapper, whether it's a woman or a female. But again, if they're paying more to promote this shit, then what is the next generation hearing? They ain't hearing nothing potent. They ain't hearing nothing substantial. They ain't even hearing no 3-4 line stanzas. They getting a 2-minute song with the chorus played 4 times, the hook played back 5 times. It's like, is this really music, bro? So the kids now react and internalize this music because the kids remember music. We already know every generation don't remember music more than they remember their schoolwork. That's a big fact. That's why some teachers then turn motherfucking schoolwork into songs so that you can remember it easier. That's a proven fact. The attention span is not that high. Ours, the millennials, your attention span was 15 seconds, 20 to max. No bullshit. Now just imagine your kids and imagine their kids if they had kids already. Imagine their attention span, because their attention span was supposed to go to the widget spinner, which was 8 seconds. Now imagine that. We went from 15 as millennials to 8 seconds. It's crazy, bro. If you want to look it up, please. I read this book, like I said, in 2020, really opened up my mind. It's called Millennials. It's called Message to the Millennials by Rizza Islam. Very good book. Very insightful. He described how, and the plans that was already out here that we never knew of, but a lot of people don't read. We don't even look to see these things because, like I said, I don't want to call it the Matrix, but a lot of people is just stuck in going about their everyday lives. YOLO. Everybody's just, you feel me? That is the mindset now. So back to the music trickling down to the kids, because it already influenced the parents, right? If you got your parent in the car bopping, this and taking this and that, and whatever the case may be, the girl, matter of fact, the girl said in the song, what she said, she called herself a hoe. It's one thing when the girls say bitches, right? But when you call yourself a hoe, it's like, what the hell? Don't play with me, I'm a hoe. What? How is any? And then you got people singing along saying this. What do you think the kids now internalize? Girls or boys? What do you think they internalize? Even with the gangster music, bro. Even with, you feel me, the gangster music. What do you think the young niggas internalize? Right? Because I'm going to bring this to the males. What do you think young males internalize? Like I said, I had discernment to know, okay, I don't want to do that shit. A lot of kids ain't watch certain shit. A lot of parents ain't letting them watch certain shit, right? Or even remembering that this was a classic movie and this classic movie, yes, it's a movie, but this shit had principles, a moral code, and things to learn, things to take away from that you can now internalize and take outside and be like, yeah, I don't want that shit. I remember that from the movie. No lie, it was, I don't know if everybody's brain worked like that, but it worked like that for me. All I needed to watch was Mississippi Burn for certain shit. Lockdown. If you look that movie up, it came out around probably in the 90s or 2004, 2003 or something. And what the fuck? What other prison movie was crazy for me? It's gonna come back to me. But I'm gonna look up Lockdown. Just look up Lockdown. Once I seen how real prison, how they illustrate the descriptions of real prison, not just jail. You feel me? Because jail, niggas be saying jail is light, and then it's prison, and then it's fed time, right? Prison, like catching a body, shit like that. Once I seen how these niggas move and how you got to get told what to do every second of the day, you got an hour of sunlight, you taking showers with men, I said, yeah, nah, I'm good. That's all I needed to know from the movie, bro. Other people aren't like that, right? I think my conscience work like super duper to where nigga become an overthinker on shit that I probably don't even need to keep thinking about. But it's just like, nigga, what if the shit happens, right? But other than that, it's like other people don't really have that factor anymore. Or did they ever? I think honestly in this generation, no motherfuckers don't have no type of conscience. Cause motherfuckers just be doing whatever. Come through spraying while kids is like in front of them. Bro, what are you doing? What older guy told you that this was the route to, like, this was, like, even though you in the streets, what street dude said this shit was legit to do? What street dude said this was a good move? This is what I mean. So even when we say, all right, the generations is getting worse, there's nobody to even step up to say something because you feel like you too old, they won't listen, they too tough, they wanna have something to say back. It's always a way and a manner on how to say things to people. I'm really learning that it's always a way in how to say things to certain people. Because even when I was young, I didn't want an older nigga to feel like he can tell me what to do. But at the same time, if you come to me correct, and I'm gonna respect that. If you was already about it, I respect it off that. But now that you coming to me with the respect, I have to respect you. Respect is given, respect is earned. We're gonna look at this next video because what I'm saying is, bro, if the kids that were 9 and 10 were watching the teenagers that were 15, 16, 17, 18. They were literally watching it. Even when you wasn't watching them, they was watching you. And I think about that shit all the time nowadays because it's like, bro, I was one of those kids, right? I was 15, 16 outside, not really thinking about the kids watching me, but at the same time, I would people like, oh, feel me? You see what I'm doing? Nowadays, I never even try to smoke in front of young kids because I already know it's seeing is an influence factor. Just, oh, hey, this guy smokes. Like even when I was younger, my family that did smoke would exclude me from where they was at. Like, yo, you gotta go to the front, you gotta go outside, you gotta go to the next room, get out. When I see people that don't do that or don't have even the thought process to do it, it's like, okay, you already see how their kid may come out now. Like, I mean, not come out, but I mean, grow up to be. You can see the leeway that they're gonna have. Me, this motherfucker right here ain't have no real leeway. I ain't gonna lie, I had to sneak around shit. And sneaking around shit ain't that good. Be open with your parent, be open with your child, but not too much. Because once it's too much, it's like, again, there's no real boundary drawn. Is there? They're gonna cross it. I feel like. It's my perspective. I ain't even have a kid yet. I'm just telling you how I moved. You feel me? How other motherfuckers be moving. Like I said, we're gonna look at this video because again, this right here shows how kids are watching and the music really influences a lot, right? It really does. And not to say just the music, but the people, us, our environment, it influences a lot, right? Look at these young kids. These kids, I follow my son. He's a good dude. Great, you feel me? Good person to follow. He speaks up on a lot of topics. He be on his activism shit. But he posted this video right here, and again, Chicago influenced the world. We may not want to acknowledge that, but Chicago influenced the world. Just like New York City, we influenced the world back in the day with Dipset, with Fab, with Jay-Z, with, you feel me, with DMX. 50 Cent, G Unit, we influenced the world from that, right? Chicago influenced the world once the drill movement started, and Chief Keef and them, right? And it has transpired. But this video right here shows exactly what I'm saying. You may not think the kids are watching you, but they are always watching and always internalizing this. So again, are you giving your child the discernment to decipher this is wrong, completely wrong, and not for you? Or are you just going to think this is a joke and find it to be funny? Because for somebody to record, for them to record this, and this is toy guns, for them to record this, they found it to be cool, right? They seen it probably in a music video. They thought it was cool. We're going to watch it, bro. Little fake blunt in their mouth. It could be the pen and all that, but this is what I'm saying. The reenactment as you're young, you're gonna do it when you get older.
The motherfucking hoes. Nigga, we after them though. Don't you act like a soul. Hold on, bro. I like bows. I act like soul. I act like soul. Nigga, that we blowing in. This shit on fire. You know what it is? You know what it is? A bad business. No shit. No shit. Let him hit. Let him hit him. Bitch, we no shit. We outside with some shit. We outside with some bull ass. Yeah, we bitch outside. Bro, don't drop my weed. Oh, shit. You motherfucking hoes. Nigga.
Now they cursing up a storm. That's number one. I be wondering like how the kids be. But like I said, when you a parent or when you an uncle and you an aunt and your family members have kids, we got to remember that kids regurgitate everything. And when I mean regurgitate, they literally like spit it back out at you. Like you said one thing 1 second and they remembered that shit and now they saying shit. Oh shit. Wait a minute. What when did you? Because I said it already. I used to have to catch myself. But my niece already knew if she said it, she was gonna get popped in the mouth. Now, a lot of people don't do that no more because they feel like it's abuse. They feel like they're gonna get an ACS case. Me and my family, we don't feel like that. You're gonna get popped in the mouth, you cursing too early. I couldn't curse before the age of motherfucking 14. And even when I was 14, I couldn't curse in front of my parents. I can only curse in front of everybody, not even everybody else, because everybody else still might snitch. I could only curse around certain individuals in my family because they were lenient. Now, if your whole family is lenient, it's like, okay, cool. You now need to know, you need now to have real discernment and decipher what is wrong, what is right. If you don't, then you really gonna fall through the cracks and have a lot of mistakes. You're gonna bump your head a lot. You're gonna touch the stove and burn yourself a lot because you don't have real discernment. And then people wonder why, you feel me, they fall into traps, people trick them, they end up in jail, or you feel me, somebody scammed them out, or you just didn't see the signs. It's because you didn't have real discernment. You didn't listen to your conscience. You didn't listen to your gut. Like I said in the last episode, a real leader knows how to listen to their gut and have good communication skills and also learn how to listen, period, to people that may know more than them. Even if they don't, they still listening to decipher, okay, maybe this person does have a point. Maybe I can do something a little better. I can just take bits and pieces of what they said. Maybe they're not all the way right, but they know something, right? Everybody's not the smartest in the world. But the fact that these young 3 boys, right? And that's the point of it, young 3 boys, because me personally, I used to be a mentor, right? For 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So I completely see, and I think about myself every time of when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And those 3 years were the biggest transformation years for me ever. Because I transferred schools. I went from a Catholic school to a public school. So I felt like I went from secluded to real world, right? Now, if you are a parent and you watching me right now, I honestly feel like public school is kind of better for everybody because it is real world things going on. Everybody parent isn't the same, right? And everybody isn't grown up the same. Everybody doesn't have the same teachings in their household. So your child is going to run into a lot of different perspectives in a public school, even also in a charter school and a Catholic school. But at the same time, they're being more strict. So your child is being tailored to think a certain way. All right, in my opinion, because I was there. That's my perspective. They're more in a bubble sometimes, right? They're more sometimes more naive to the things that can happen in the real world because of the school environment being so sometimes safe and closed kept, which is a great thing. It's a great thing. But at the same time, you don't want your child to be so naive to what can happen, right? You want them to be aware and be alert at all times, watching their surroundings. So these kids, you already can see that they're in a public school, right? You can already see that their upbringing isn't the best, right? They don't have the best foundation right now. But what I can see is from whatever ages that they are, which is probably 7, 8, and 9, or probably just 7, 6, and 8, or whatever the case may be, they could all be the same age. One of them might end up in jail. 2 of them might end up in jail. One might say, nah, the guns ain't for me, but still might be in the streets because of the upbringing that he's already internalizing, because of the things that he's already internalized. And they're fake smoking right now. The little man said, don't drop my weed. That's something a grown-ass man would say, or a person in their 20s, don't drop my weed, and get mad. He's seen somebody say that. He's seen somebody do that, whether that's in his household, whether that was in the street, literally in the street, on their block, or whether it was on TV. He's seen it somewhere and internalized it. You know, when we first started this podcast, bro, I started this and I called it Morals and Money. We started this and called it Morals and Money because moral principle is key. A strong foundation is key, right? Frederick Douglass, because I went to Frederick Douglass Academy and worked there, right? Frederick Douglass always said, which is a potent quote, right? And I put it up on our page, and like I said, please follow Morals of Money _ because you're going to see and get a lot of good gems. He said a long time ago, right? And I'm actually going to find it for y'all. But he said a long time ago that it is harder to fix a broken man than it is to raise a child. Don't let that go over your head. It is harder to fix a broken man than it is to raise a child. Take a sip. If you let that go over your head, bro, you retarded. And I'm speaking to the women right now. If you let that part go over your head, it is harder to fix a broken man than it is to raise a child. Now, if you raise your child correctly, they shouldn't be broken at all. Yeah, we have traumatic events happen to us in our life, but if he is raised with a backbone and raised with a good moral compass, a good moral code, some ethics, some principles, you understand, he's not naive to what can happen in the street. You understand, he understands how to listen, right? This is men qualities, right? That right there was not men qualities in the video of the young boys. That was adolescent. I don't know what to do with my life, and I'm lost in life. That's what that was. And the people that are raising me, they're lost in life too. That's exactly what that means. Because, again, the fact that they're doing this right now means that they've seen it somewhere. And they're not being, it don't look like they're being raised to be strong men, because strong men understand that being all in a camera, and this is, again, this is what the kids of this generation do. Being all in a camera, being on live, showing guns is the way to do, is the way to go. Shit. Prime example, right? Already talked about him, right? One of my faves, man. And he understands that he needs to clean his act up now. He understands that what he did was detrimental to him, his family, and his reputation, and his money, his bag, morals and money. Ja Morant. One of the main people, right, that is on a upper echelon status. Them kids could have watched him. Them kids could have been watching him online, right? Seeing his live. Somebody could have showed, whatever the case may be, they could have seen it. But this is what I'm saying though. Ja is not 25 yet, but almost there. And he's doing that. So you can't fault the little 3-year-old, the little 4-year-old, 6, 7, 8-year-old, whatever the case age they are. You can't fault them because it's other dumb people doing the same shit. Why? Because they're influenced and not using their own fucking common sense. It's right there in the pudding. Ja Morant is a basketball player. These kids is in the hood. So what you think the hood niggas is gonna do? They don't have the ability to have the 25 million. Those kids can probably have the ability to have the 25 million in their future if they end up thinking differently. But the fact that they doing that and it was posted, I know that they didn't post it, so who posted the shit? This is what I'm saying. Who posted that? Because y'all think it's funny. It's not funny for kids to be doing that and saying, oh, who dropped my weed? This and that with the toy guns. My mother ain't even let me play with toy guns. That's how paranoid and overprotective and overbearing she is. And already thought process of that may influence him to do something else later. Plus with what going on outside in the Bronx, that may influence him to do something later. So I ain't even gonna allow my son to even play with a toy gun. I used to be like, well, I can't play with cap guns. Cause nigga, that cap gun, you gonna think of that cap gun as a real little baby 2.5 when you motherfucking 14. You gonna be like, nah, I need that shit. And this is why so many kids outside right now. No leadership, no guidance. This is why I'm here. This is why the podcast is here. Because you can't always step to somebody outside. Like I said, it's a way to come to people in this generation. It's a way to talk to people, period. But not everybody is going to hear you at the moment. Not everybody is going to internalize it at the moment and have a good response. They may be on the defensive. They may need something traumatic experience to happen to them before they to digest that. But at least, you feel me? They heard it. At least they could see what is going on from this podcast, from the show. You understand? They see the progression. They see my mentality. They can see me leave. They can see me leaving the hood, but they see my mentality of not being in the hood every day. So you really gotta wonder, am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? And when I say what am I supposed to do, doing what you're supposed to do means being a productive citizen. Am I really helping my people around me? Because when you see certain shit like that, it's like you gotta really question. You can't say something to the parent because, like we said before, a lot of parents don't want you to say nothing. You can't talk about people's parenting skills, right? But at the same time, you could pull that little man to the side and be like, yo, bro, I want better for you. That's what I do to people in my hood. When I see the little dudes, 15, 16, 14 and 13, even 17. Yo, bro, I know you're going to do what you want to do. You outside. That's cool. But I would like for you to graduate high school. Because most of the time, you can't get no type of job without a high school diploma. Selling weed is cool, but you can't sell weed forever, bro. What weed man made it to be rich? I don't know. Please tell me. No, matter of fact, Burner and all the niggas that made cookies and shit like that. Them niggas made it to be rich. But they on the other side of the world, bro. They in Cali, where it's actually good to grow. Not New York City, not New York State. So name me a young nigga. You feel me? Because he's actually old. That nigga 35. Name me a young nigga that made it from the block to be rich off weed. I don't know any. So I'm just saying, bro, sometimes you got to pick another route because this street route ain't conducive to being outside in the street forever. It's conducive to motherfucking you landing your ass in jail. And like I said, those 3 young men, they could land themselves in jail because of the mentality that they're starting to have right now. They already cursing up a storm. Once a child is already cursing up a storm, it's like, damn, your vocabulary is shortened. You're not thinking of nothing else to say. When I be thinking that when I say curse words, like, damn, I could have said something else. My mother never really cursed at me as she was yelling at me. Her words hit so strong, you feel me, with her tone of voice and the words that she was using, that it's like, you don't have to curse. You could say things that hurt somebody's feelings without cursing. Real shit. And I just curse just because it's like, I'm used to it, bro. You feel me? I'm used to it. I would have to literally automatically think about like, oh yeah, don't say the curse word. It's you already conducive in not even programmed, but you're so used to something. Our brains are really like a computer database. It's already bing 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 bing. It does it already. You feel me? Like you're already used to doing something. It's a habit. That's why the habits got to change. Them prime example. And again, we have more people, more men doing fucked up shit in the spotlight when they are in a position of success, damn near. In a position of changing their lives, changing their family lives. And this is what the fuck we talking about right now. Morals and money. Moral code is standing on your own responsibilities, but then helping people that are around you. That's a good moral code right there. I want to help provide the people that already helped me, which is my parents, which is my family members, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, whoever helped you, your sisters, your brothers, and then the people that have come after me, my nieces, my nephews, my sons, my daughters. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the thought process that should be in life for men, right? But we still got young men doing fucked up shit because they don't have no leadership. Even the niggas that are older than them are not leaders. They're not even good citizens. They're not good men. They're not, I wouldn't even call them men. They're little boys. Because the fact that you can't say something to this young man, you're not putting him in the right direction, means a lot, bro. That means a lot. The fact that a person like I mentioned, John Morant, right? He did what he did and got in trouble twice, right? I spoke on it. Other people spoke on it. Simba, a rapper that even doesn't get as much spotlight as he should, but he's the most lyrical. He even made a rap for Ja. Like, bro, it's a lot of people in the hood that want to be in your position, but couldn't be there. So, you feel me? Don't fuck it up for yourself. He said that, right? But now we got another young man, 2 young men actually, but another real young man that was a prospect from middle school, bro. Baller's Life then had this man up on 1,000 videos, bro. Mikey Williams, AAU All-Star, Memphis basketball program athlete. This man is an NIL athlete that gets paid. You feel me? Y'all know what that is? Your name, your image, and your likeness. He's getting paid. He basically was a millionaire at 19, bro. At 18. How do you fucking that shit up, bro? How are you fucking shit up? How are you fucking that shit up, bro? Like, when I say I'm an overthinker, bro, I do something and then be like, damn, why the fuck did I do it? What is the consequence about to come after that? Other people really don't do that. What is the consequence that's about to come after that? I know I just fucked up. I know I did something. I'm acknowledging that I did something fucked up. Whether I did it, it is what it is. I did it, right? I accept that I did it. But now I'm mad at myself for even doing the fucked up shit. Because now I know there's a consequence coming. So this young man, Mikey Williams, it was accused and said that he was in possession of a gun, but then in San Diego, he's accused of shooting at somebody. Or he was in a car that shot at somebody. Bro, you wildin'. You wildin', boy. One, you're a basketball player. And it's not to say that all basketball players, all athletes that play any sport aren't in the hood. They aren't from these neighborhoods. They don't have family members that are like that are violent, that are loose screws, that don't have it all, right? We're not saying that at all. But when you are an athlete, you are the money. You are the bag. You are NIL, name, image, likeness. People like you just off your name, just off seeing your face. You got a bunch of kids that want to be like you, like literally. You got a bunch of 10-year-olds that want to be like you because they now see if I work that hard, if I have the God gift ability to jump as high as he is, because he been dunking since 8th grade, I can be just like this kid. I can be worth $2 million in my freshman year of college. I can do this. I can do that. That's what young kids say. Because just like all the young kids from my generation and all the kids from the generation above me and above that with my brothers and shit, I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Kobe. I want to be like LeBron. Rappers, I want to be like Jay-Z. I want to be like Run DMC. I want to be like Nas. So it's not like motherfuckers don't understand that people influence other people. So I brought up Ja because this is a prime example of motherfucker, you should not be doing this shit. You play at Memphis. He plays for Memphis as the NBA team and you're in college. You're trying to get to the NBA so you can quadruple your money. And you get caught and accused of gun possession and shooting at somebody. Let me share the screen, bro, because that shit, it don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me, y'all. Why would you do that? Why? Memphis guard Mikey Williams ordered to stand trial as prize recruit faces 6 felony gun charges. October 11th. Williams was once ranked as number 2 player in his class. Has an arraignment scheduled October 24th. Now, this is not saying that he can't get into the NBA because there's already multiple people, well, not multiple people, but there was already a rookie that was drafted this past draft class that was arrested. You feel me? But he didn't have the gun charge. The gun was actually his. But he was associated with the murder of a young lady from his school and his teammate, and it was just a lot. But he ended up still getting drafted number 2, right? So who's to say that Mikey Williams, you feel me, doesn't get past this situation? But the fact is, why are you putting yourself through this situation? Why aren't you making better decisions? Why aren't the people around you, as in your agent, as in your mother and father, because you're still an adolescent, you're not 21 yet, why aren't they telling you something? And matter of fact, they probably are. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They probably are telling you something. Why aren't you fucking listening? You worth $2 million. You worth $2 million. And then this young man isn't dumb. This young man isn't dumb, guys. He said by the age of 25, he wants to be worth close to $1 billion because he can make smart investments, and he has smart people around him that can help him invest his money. Since when you heard a 19-year-old basketball player or a 19-year-old period say he wants to invest his money and have close to $1 billion by the time he's 25? That means you got a plan, right? But you over here doing dumbass shit. Prefrontal cortex not developed all the way. You over here doing dumbass shit, not thinking about consequences, not thinking about nothing, not thinking about your career, your family, your image, your name and likeness. You ain't thinking about none of that shit. You just out here trying to be a street nigga. Because gun possession, bro, yes, we all need to know how to use a gun, but to get caught with the gun and you're the athlete, you're the prized possession of the crew of the family. Yeah, I'm not holding this shit, bro. You hold that shit, he hold that shit, she gotta hold that shit. You get a permit, you get a permit, you get a license, you get a license, you get a license. That's my mindset. Everybody around me got a girl license to carry. Everybody around me. That's what I'm thinking. And once we get on that level, I got a license, you got a license, because I ain't got no felonies. You shouldn't have no felonies, but now you charged with 6 felony gun charges? That's crazy. And that kind of mean he not snitching. So if he not snitching, That's another story. But if he not snitching, all right, cool. But it's not even cool. But god damn, bro, they should need to take. They supposed to take the rap for you. That's supposed to happen. Fuck snitching. They supposed to take the rap for you, my boy. For you, cause you the prize. That's the same thing with y'all. Your friends shouldn't be recording you while y'all having fun on your property with your gun or their gun. It shouldn't be recorded. Record y'all in the spot with the joints. You understand? Record y'all with all the baddies. Make niggas jealous that you got all the baddies. Don't have street niggas mad that you got money and you showing guns. It don't make no sense, bro. And this is what the nigga in the video said. What? This is what the nigga in the video said. What is the world coming to? Because back in the day, gangsters wore suits. You feel me? Wore shoes. Then we switched to baggy shit, sagging our pants. But then at the same time, gangsters still ain't broadcast what the fuck they was doing. So when did being on live and broadcasting shit that you doing become acceptable for gangsters? I don't know. I'm a civilian. You let me know. When did that shit become acceptable and cool? Because that's what the new generation do. And niggas my age, niggas 35, think the shit is cool. They don't say nothing. They allow it. If you allow it, you think it's cool. If you allow it, then you don't give a fuck about this little nigga under you, and you want him to go to jail because once he go to jail, he gonna snitch, and then y'all get indicted. What the fuck? It's not common sense. Nobody has common sense anymore. That's why it's called common sense. It's not common. But I'm gonna go back. We're gonna read this real quick. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna read this. Former prize recruit and current Memphis freshman Mikey Williams was ordered to stand trial by a Superior Court judge in California on Tuesday as he faces 6 felony gun charges from an incident earlier this summer in which he is accused of firing a gun at a vehicle carrying 5 people. Now, one article, CBS Sports, says he's accused. The other article that I read says that he's not accused, or it wasn't seen that he was the shooter, but he does fit the description of the shooter or the person that had the gun. That's crazy. Williams, a former 5-star prospect, bro, it's dumb hard to be 5 stars. I used to play ball, and I was damn near like a 2-star. Yo, I'm gonna say that again one more time. Williams, a former 5-star prospect, was at one point ranked number 2 player in his class, is not currently with the Tigers Memphis team, but remains on the roster and enrolled in classes as his legal situation plays out, the school said in September. Williams has been free on $50,000 bond since his arrest April 13th. At a hearing Tuesday, Judge Sherry M. Thompson Taylor assigned an arraignment date of October 24th for Williams, according to the Associated Press. Memphis begins its fall training on September 25th without Williams, who, because of his situation, does not have access to team-related facilities or activities. It is scheduled to open the season November 6th versus Jackson State, 13 days after Williams' scheduled arraignment. Williams was arrested in April and booked on 5 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, one count of firing into an occupied vehicle, charges that can carry nearly 30 years prison time if convicted on all counts. The San Diego Sheriff's Department alleges he fired shots at and struck a vehicle as it was driving away, but no one was hurt. Williams' attorney, Tory P. Owens, said the incident happened after several uninvited individuals entered Williams' residence and caused a disturbance. Though Owens has said Williams is a match for the description of the shooter, his client looks forward to addressing any allegations against him using the established procedures in our justice system. So wait, hold on. So the lawyer said he matches the description of the shooter. That's crazy. So how is he beating this? I don't know. A 6'2" combo guard, Williams chose Memphis over offers from Kansas, Oregon, USC, and others. Kansas is mad good. Kansas just had motherfucking. They just won a chip 2 years ago. Why would you not go to Kansas? I don't know. Memphis is cool because Tim Hardaway is the coach, and Memphis got D Rose and shit like that to the league. But okay, ranked number 39 overall and 247 sports player, 24/7 sports player ranking. The 2023 cycle, he has the highest rated Tiger signee for the freshman recruiting class that ranked number 19 overall in team rankings. And that's the article right there. Now, like I said, bro, you know how hard it is to be a 5-star recruit. Bro, I played basketball all my motherfucking life, and I damn near was like a 2-star, 1-star. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I feel like that's because I didn't have the God-given gift of jumping out the gym like that motherfucker. He's 6'2", I'm 6 foot. I didn't have that gift of jumping out the motherfucking gym. I didn't dunk until damn near 11th and 12th grade, bro. This motherfucker been dunking since 7th and 8th grade, bro. You have the God-given talent to make it to the NBA. All you need is the work ethic. Then he already had the route. He done been to the motherfucking overtime, Ignite team. He done been on damn near every AAU team. Ball his life is posting you since 8th grade. You got the route and you got the way. And you're an NIL athlete. So you're getting paid now. You're getting paid now. You pick Memphis, which is a good school, because you got Tim Hardaway. He used to play ball in the NBA. So your coach is the former NBA player, and you still end up fucking up. But you know what's so crazy, bro? Memphis takes a lot of fuck up kids, bro. Imani Bates, he left the school, but end up getting a gun charge while he's out the school. But he's drafted right now with Cleveland Cavaliers. So, like I said, it's not to say that Mikey Williams ain't gonna get drafted. He can't beat this case or whatever the case may be, because if they don't find, I guess, the gun or they don't have like OD evidence, he may be let go. He had bond, right? They gave him bond. If it was any other person in the hood, he would not have no motherfucking bond. It depends on states and states laws, but I just feel like if he was in New York, your ass would have been grass. Like Kevin Porter Jr., your ass is grass because you was in New York City. But again, we have multiple young men not having discernment and not thinking about consequences, fucking up their own life. We can't point the finger at nobody else. We can't point the finger at the white man. We can't point the finger at the system. We got to point the finger at ourselves because we do fucked up shit. And when I say we, I mean us as a community and us as young men. We do fucked up shit and think, oh shit, niggas is against us. No, stop doing dickhead shit, bro. Stop thinking you invincible. Stop thinking you're like, this is your lane when it's not. Go back into your lane. Swerve back into your lane, bro. Because having guns and being in the streets and shit like that, that's not your lane, bro. Your lane is being a good citizen, being a good male, being a good fake role model to the kids that's looking up under you, because you're not really thinking about being a role model, because a role is basically an act, right? A role is basically an act. You're being yourself, right? But at the same time of you being yourself and you being in the limelight, spotlight, having charisma, bro, you're influential. You may not want to be, but you are. So now you need to take heed of that and realize, like, yo, bro, I think I gotta watch what I do, or at least watch what people put out about me. Watch what people see. Do shit behind closed doors. Nobody needs to know everything about you. But shit like that, nobody needs to find out either, bro. So again, it go from me showing y'all the video. Dude said, what is the world coming to, bro? You ain't smoking and drinking, you a lame. You working 9 to 5, niggas is talking about you because they ain't working a 9 to 5. And if you ain't doing what other people is doing, you's a bozo, right? Just period. Come on now. We need to get away from that shit, bro. Social media is not the only thing that has the to all or be all. Like, just because you, like, bro, take a detox yourself, for real. Take a detox from social media, because at the same time, nobody probably checking for you. Nobody's probably checking for you. If you take a detox from these things, bro, you're gonna see things from a different lens, a different perspective. and maybe you will have a better foundation for the people that are coming up after you, because we need it, bro. Look at the kids, bro. Look at what's going on around the world right now. We need it. We need better leadership. We need better guidance, and we need the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh. We need Him. Yahweh, we need Him. For real, for real. But with that being said, bro, it's Truth and Gems, man. King Cash, Morals and Money. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Keep tuning in to Breaking Black the Barrier. You feel me? Cause we breaking that shit down with facts, history. It's all included, bro. Common sense may not be common, but we need some motherfucking direction. For real, for real. With that being said, I'm out. Dose.